It seems like there are rumors brewing around a potential next entry to the God of War series. Is this going to be a proper next installment for the franchise, or something off the beaten path? Find out. Up next. What up guys, this is Kalo and I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content, drop a like on the video, and welcome to the Level Up. So again, before we get into today's news, we are so close to 400 subscribers, so if you're new here, you're coming across this video, drop a sub and join in on the fun. We waited a while for God of War Ragnarok, and now that the game has come and gone, many fans are asking what is coming next from the series. Of course, I'm not going to dive into any spoilers here, but the way the game ended, it's pretty obvious that there is more story to be told here, along with an ever so growing cast of characters. I think now is a time in which the franchise is at a crossroads, much like it was when it wrapped up the original God of Wars 1 to 3. Now that we've gone through God of War 2018 and now Ragnarok, we endured the saga that went through Greek and Norse mythology. But honestly, what lies next? Could the game take a long break like it did between God of Wars 3 and God of War 2018? Well, that doesn't seem to be the case here thanks to a job listing on the Sony Santa Monica website. A job advertisement for a combat designer read, quote, "You must have knowledge of God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok, and be able to speak in depth about combat systems, mechanics, and enemies." So this is a fairly good indicator that there's at least something brewing within the world of God of War. And there were reports of a job posting with these same requirements that was posted early on in 2023. And this game could range from anything from a spin-off game to, of course, our next big entry in the series. Now, I'm within the camp instead of a next installment to the franchise, we could be getting a look at two different options here. Some DLC for God of War Ragnarok or a smaller scope game. Of course, God of War hasn't really ever had any kind of major DLC added to the game, so that might be the lesser of the two here. But let's expand on a smaller scope game. I look to games that exist within bigger IPs like the success of Uncharted: The Lost Legacy and even more recently Spider-Man Miles Morales. Both of these games focus in on select characters within the respective universes. And who's to say with the roster God of War has, they couldn't do the same here. I mean, when you really think about it, a game like this in the meantime would hold over fans to the next big entry in the series, which I might add will take quite a bit of time to create. And Sony could churn out this style of game in a rather quick fashion. And when specifically talking about God of War here, there is plenty of story to be told here between Atreus and Sindri. Of course, there won't be any spoilers here, but let me just say there was a lot of unresolved issues at the end of Ragnarok. And as for Kratos' next big adventure, just kind of fantasy booking here, but I love a game that takes place in Egypt or even Japan. But with all that being said, I'm going to pass this question off to you guys. Do you guys think we're going to be getting a smaller scope game, or do you think this is added DLC to God of War Ragnarok? But that about does it here. I've been Kalo. I gave you the lowdown on all things gaming, and if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to this channel for weekly video game news content, drop a like on the video, and this has been the Level Up.